All right, ladies, I wanted to do a little video because I know every month we're like, fill out the goal pyramid, and the top part is always what rank do you want to be? And so sometimes we just look at the table, and I'll show the table here in a second, and we just throw in what we think is a good rank without really understanding, one, what it takes to get there, and two, what it means for the rank. So I thought I would do a short video for our team and anybody on my downline that wants to kind of understand what the ranks are and how you get there and what it means. Because I know that and I'm glancing over here because I have it pulled up. The table can be kind of confusing, especially if you're new and you don't really know what they mean. So essentially, one, if you want to build something sustainable as a rep with Zaya, which is absolutely possible, I am proof that it's happening. You do need to have a team under you. That's the only way you rank advance, which in turn creates group volume and sustainability and steady income. So that's your first step. So if you're not inviting people to be a rep with you, if you're not asking the hostesses when they hit their hostess reward tiers if they want to use that credit towards a starter kit, because they can, and I don't mind at all to help you with wording on that. You need to start doing it. People that have ordered from you, people that are liking your posts, people that you trust and you have regular conversations with. I know that if you're not used to inviting people to things, it can be kind of scary, but what I've found in years of MLM stuff is if somebody doesn't want to talk to you about what you're asking, they just won't respond, usually. I've never had somebody scream and yell in a message back to me to leave them alone. I've never had any of that kind of, thing that you think when you invite somebody to something that might happen. I've never had that happen. Usually what will happen, like I said, if they don't want to talk to you about what you're inviting them to, they just won't respond. Or they'll say, no thanks, I'm not interested. And that's fine. Don't personalize that. Some people are not, they're not ready for something like this. And that doesn't mean they won't ever be. It just means right now is not a good time. So if your goal is to make money with this and to build this, you have to be inviting people to be on your team regularly. So that's just my little spiel at the beginning, because when I show you this chart, because I'm going to turn the camera around, I don't know if I can, I just have to turn my phone around. The chart is going to show you level 1. That's how you rank advanced. If you don't have any reps, if you're not asking people to rep, you're not going to rank advanced because you're not going to have level 1 volume. Okay. So it's really weird that I can't just turn my camera around. So I'm going to bring my camera over here. Okay. So some of you all may have this table already. Dang it. Man. Lord, I'm not going to do so great at this. I know what this does. No, that's a camera. All right. Okay. So, I don't know if you can read it or not. So the ranks, okay, so you see representative, which is what you are automatically when you join, junior rep, senior rep, director, senior director, on and on and on, okay? So personal volume next to it, that is the bare minimum of your personal volume that you have to hit that rank. So that means anything you've sold, anything people have bought from parties, stuff you've bought for yourself, and that is always qualifying volume. So the commissionable volume is what you're going to get paid for, but the qualifying volume is going to be what works towards rank advancements. So that's what you're looking at, is the QPV, okay? The next one is lifetime personal volume. That is the number at the top when you open your back office. That is the only number that will not resort back to 0 when a new month starts. That is calculating your qualifying volume from the day you jumped in as a rep on until forever and ever, okay? So that is the bare minimum you have to have as your lifetime personal volume to be able to hit that rank. So you see let's take junior rep, you need 200 personal volume minimum for the month. You need 1,500 minimum lifetime personal volume. And then the next category is the one that kind of trips people up sometimes. So first level volume. First level is any rep you have signed under you, okay? So your personal reps have to hit a certain amount of volume. And again, theirs is qualifying volume as well. So for junior rep, it needs to be 600 in your level 1. When you scroll down in your back office, you'll see level 1, level 2, level 3, so on and so forth. Your level 1 needs to be at 600 for junior rep. And then over at the very end, this sometimes trips people up as well, is your total group volume. This is your volume and anybody under you, whether they're level 1, level 2, level 3, doesn't matter. Everybody in your downline added together. So for junior rep, your total group volume is 600. So theoretically, if you had one rep under you and they hosted one party and used their gift cards to buy for themselves, theoretically, they would hit 600 and you could be junior rep within the first month, okay? If you're inviting people to be a rep with you. Theoretically, that's possible. Now, as you go up in rank, or as you're pushing for the next one, the group volume is sometimes what people forget to look at. So, like, let's look at director, okay? Make sure yeah. So if we're looking at director, it is 10,000 group volume, okay? So again, if you have 10 people under you, whether it's your level 1s, level 2s, level 3s, and each of you hosts 2 parties a month that do decently, plus you have your VIP, it's possible for you to get director, because if each person hits 1,000 for the month, then you're there. Like you can look at 10,000 and think that's really daunting, but if you're actively recruiting and you have people under you that are also actively recruiting and you're hosting parties, it is very, very possible to get to 10,000. I don't want that to scare anybody, because we have some people that have hit senior rep and director would be the next step, and sometimes that can look kind of scary. So of course, like looking at director, first level needs to be 2,000. So whoever your level 1s are need to have a total of 2,000, which if you're trying to get to a group volume of 10,000, that should be doable, right? But your lifetime personal volume has to be 10,000 at that point as well. So these are all pieces you have to look at to ensure that when you put a rank down, you're not overlooking something or you're not getting frustrated if you don't hit it. Those are all qualifiers that you need to rank advance. And again, you have to have reps under you to rank advance, which means you have to be asking. Group volume is something that it comes from having people under you, okay? And it comes from you having people under you that are also asking people to join. You can make decent money from just sales if you just want to host parties and do your VIP and not recruit, totally fine. But if you're looking for kind of sustainability, building the business, and longevity, you're going to want to add reps. So that's going to take you asking, and it's going to take you asking more than one person. And I know sometimes that sounds scary, but once you get into a groove of it, and I am always here to help with wording, with figuring out who to reach out to, any of that stuff, don't hesitate to message me personally. But that's where your building is going to come, and hosting parties. So I'll do another video about how to invite hostesses and using Facebook groups to schedule your parties, because sometimes you can think, I got to work full time, which I do. I work full time, and I run 2 parties a week. Being able to schedule my posts and we have the units in Zister Squad that has a whole schedule of posts for an entire party and graphics in the albums. So it is foolproof. If you go in there and look, or Brittany Pearson has created a whole sample party with all the posts in order, you can use either one of those, schedule out your posts the Sunday before, and then all you have to do is check into your parties throughout the week, and it doesn't have to take up your entire time. So super great resources if you know how to use them, and I will make another video to try to help figure out how to use those and get parties booked.